Angry at endless airport delays? Here's the real problem, one that should have been solved 30 years ago. Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. The horrific flight delays over the Christmas holidays, last month's crash of the FAA's air traffic control system that grounded for a while all planes in the U.S., and the recent near collision of two large aircraft all underscored the need for a basic change that should have been implemented back in the 1990s. The technology and the equipment of the nation's air traffic control system, the ATC, is woefully out of date. Stuff that might have been adequate in the 1980s, but should now be in the Smithsonian. Plans to modernize the system are woefully behind schedule. The result is higher costs, operational inefficiencies, less safety, longer distances for flight routes, and longer flight times. The problem is well known, and so is the solution. But Washington politics continuously blocks reform. Right now, the air traffic control system is under the thumb of the Federal Aviation Administration, the FAA, which gets its funding each year from Congress. Annual budgets damage long-range planning because of the uncertainty of available money year to year. Congressional oversight brings in policies and priorities based on political pressures, not what is best for aviation. The answer is simple. Remove the air traffic control system, the controllers, radars, and all the other necessary equipment, to a nonprofit entity that would be independent of the government. Safety regulations would remain with the FAA. The new organization would be financed by user fees. It would be governed by all the stakeholders, commercial and non-commercial aviation, and the various suppliers. The organization would thereby be self-funded, avoiding the vagaries of Washington politics. It would focus on its mission, the best and most efficient aviation arrangements possible. New technology would be swiftly adopted. Bonds could be floated for long-term projects. An independent air traffic control organization is not theory. New Zealand successfully adopted such an approach in 1987. Now get this, more than 60 other countries have gone in a similar direction since then. The U.S. has been the largest and most notable holdout. The result is that we no longer have the most modern equipment and technology. Some routes are still based on the directions of roads back in the 1920s before the advent of radar. An up-to-date air traffic control system would mean shorter routes and safer and more accurate spacing between aircraft, and hence fewer delays taking off because the better spacing effectively boosts airport capacity. Studies have demonstrated that an independent, self-funded organization results in less costs and better performance. Passengers should constructively vent their frustrations by repeatedly texting and emailing the White House, the Transportation Department, and their congressional representatives. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions. I look forward to being with you soon again.